Every morning I'll be seeing the passing by, and I listen to the sound upon my ear. I can't help but keep a watch toward the eastern sky, and I wonder if the trumpet will be the next sound that I hear. What a beautiful day for the Lord to come again. What a beautiful day for Him to take His children home. How I long to see His face and to touch His nail-scarred hands. What a beautiful day for the Lord to come again. All my earthly days.
Hello YouTubers, it's me again, Mr. Cam. I just been giving a lot of thought to my grandpa today. He was, and I say was because he passed away November 21st, 1988. Passed away of colon cancer. My grandpa and my grandma, they raised us kids. Mom and Dad, they were having trouble. That's the telephone. And hold on a minute. Anyway, they were having a little bit of marital trouble at the time, so Mom thought it was best that we go stay with Grandma and Grandpa. So for many years, we lived off and on with Grandma and Grandpa. And Grandpa, when he'd go ahead and come visit, and he'd come out from Arkansas, and he'd come to California where we were living, and
yeah, but won't be till later.
he'd always tell us, you know, well, you kids, you know, I'm just here for a visit. I'm not going to take you with me because, you know, I really don't need to do that right now. But it'd never fail. He'd see our teary eyes, and he'd take us with. Well, it's one time he was sticking to his guns, and I went ahead, and they were going to drive down the road off in the red and white pickup truck. We lived in Chino, California at the time, and I went ahead, and I was real little, and before they went ahead and went out, I kind of ran around, jumped into the back of the truck, and I hid underneath their luggage. Then we got probably almost to the freeway, and I poked my little head up to see where we were, and gosh, I was probably 7 at the time, and of course poked my little head up to see where we were, and that's when Grandma noticed me. And they pulled the truck over, and Grandpa kind of scolded me, and he was taking me back onto the house. The whole time I was just bawling. Well, darn that. Anyway, by the time we got to the house, he went ahead and looked at my mother and said, "Okay, pack them up. We're taking them with us." So the same man that when we'd leave, we were leaving from Oklahoma. He had moved to Oklahoma, and we were leaving Oklahoma to come back to California, and he was in tears. I mean, he was just crying because we were leaving. He had such a kind heart. He let me show you. Well, I don't know if you can really see this. I'll post some pictures. But I have a little shrine to my grandfather and somewhat to my grandmother. You know, this is one of the items. This is his memorial card. Yeah, memorial obituary. I have his Cornhuskers lotion, what he used to put on his hands. He was a carpenter. I have some Grum and Clean. Let me move it over so you can see it. Now, this stuff when we were kids always kind of amazed us because kind of hit it and it kind of vibrates. It's got a wonderful smell, and every time I miss him, I just smell that because his hair always smelled of it. You put it in your hair and you comb it. We used to go ahead and sit on the couch, or we'd get up behind him, and we'd comb his hair, and then we'd say, "Oh, wind!" and we'd mess it all up, and then we'd comb his hair again. Let's see, what else have I got? Okay, I got an old picture of Grandma and Grandpa. Oop, get the glare off of it. And then, let's see, I got a pocket watch of his. Old pocket watch. Doesn't work. Doesn't matter. Got his toothbrush. Some of you may think that's really gross. But if you've had a grandfather like I did, you'd keep anything. I got some cufflinks that he had. 2 pairs. This was my favorite. I played with these all the time. He'd catch me and, I mean, they're really gaudy now, but they weren't then. I got these cufflinks that were his. And I got this tie clasp. I used to wear this thing every Sunday to church. I got, now this is my grandma's ice pick. I remember them having, ow! I just poked myself. And it's very sharp, by the way. I may be bleeding. I don't know. Anyway, he used to have a little metal top on here, but from so many years of Grandma using the thing, it finally gave way. Better be careful with that thing. And I got this. This was the topper on their wedding cake when they got married, way back when. Anyway, that's some of the little things I have of Grandpa. The song that I'll put on before and after with some slides will be Grandma and Grandpa singing. I used to wake up every Sunday to Grandpa playing the guitar, and we used to sing songs like, well, not for church this one, but he loved the song, "You Picked the Fine Time to Leave Me, Lucille." And I used to get him real tickled because I would, in the part where it says 4 hungry children, I always put 400 children and a crap in the field. Didn't know what it was, but it was there anyhow. Anyway, just one of those moments. I really do miss him, and I'll be glad one day to see him again. Anyway, my grandma's still around, and I see her as often as I want to. She doesn't live that far, but anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.
I'm not ashamed. No, I'm not ashamed. One day I prayed, Jesus, take my sin away. And that's when I was born again. Born again, there's really been a change in me. Born again, just like Jesus said. Born again, all because of Calvary. I'm glad that I've been born again. One man came to Jesus, John